Hello, everyone, right here playing Farming Simulator 15 on Oklahoma. Just taking the last of the oats off of field 3 here. A little bit left in the combine. We're going to throw this down in the silo here. I'll probably go ahead and sell this here a moment. Actually, there should be, let's see, what is in storage here. I got to remember, oh yes, that's right, I for the menu here. Wanted to do escape there. So used to doing escape Farming Simulator 19, right? We got oats and soybeans that can be sold. Soybeans, oh boy, that's looking like a pretty good price there, $2,492. Double check here. Yeah, looks like that's going to be the best price there. What was that? That's at the farm shop, which I believe we got a course by course going to that one, right? And then for the oats, let's see what's our, actually looks like the farmer's co-op is the best price for oats. So we'll probably just have them start with the oats here first. Let's see, we are 7:16 in the morning. Yeah, we should be able to sell those crops, I would think, here before the time runs out. Again, when I say time runs out, everyone, I'm referring to the fact here in Farming Simulator 15, you got to remember, you have 1 hour's block of time there where you can sell your crops before the price just hits rock bottom, plummets, and it's not worth selling anymore, right? Yeah, I know, Giants and their silly economic, they need to pull their rear ends out of their you-know-wheres on that one, everyone. But anyway, 19 is, you can argue, 19's a little bit better, sort of, not really, not really, who am I kidding? 15 actually probably was better, everyone, because at least you have an hour before the price drops. Okay, put on brakes here. Let's get the course loaded up, and we're going to do field, or not sell, actually sell to Farmers Co-op, right? Nope, wrong menu again. So oats, Farmers Co-op, yes, and we'll set you to loading oats here in a moment. Make sure we don't go past it. Definitely one of the nice things they improved in future versions of Courseplay is you can go back and forth through the list rather than only forward. So if you accidentally go past it, oops, you just go back. There, you can't do that. So go slow through the list. Okay, Courseplay should be good to go. I don't know if it's going to fill up on that or not. It probably will just keep going. Also, let's get you off the field. Would have thought you would have emptied. I guess you did not. We'll just go ahead and empty you ourselves here. And I forget, is field 1, actually, no, let's get off the road here. Otherwise, we're probably going to get run over by Courseplay here in a minute. Field 1, is that all set? All right, wrong menu again. Still getting used to the menu on that. Okay, so field 1 is all set. Okay, thought it was, wasn't sure, just wanted to double check on that one. And I believe I put fertilizer on field 1 already as well. That means we'll probably use the row crop planter on that one. The row crop planter, it actually looks like it has fertilizer. It looks like it's fertilizer. I'm not sure how that's possible, though. But anyway, just has the darker shading like it is fertilizing, which, like I said, will not necessarily make a whole lot of sense. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. We got, was that canola? That's canola in the grain cart there yet. I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do, just to keep things simple, I'm probably going to get rid of that grain cart, as much as I like that one. Well, like the looks of it anyway. All right. Playing Farming Sim in 19, everyone, you go, yeah. Wrong menu system again. A little bit interesting going back and forth on the menus, shall we say. Also, I finally heard back from McConsell. Apparently, they must have finally let him out of the lockup or something, unfortunately. So, we don't have, I don't know, necessarily a full plan yet here as to what we're doing, but like I said, at least we finally heard back from McConsell. I'm only, what was this, episode 17, I think? I think this is episode 17. So we're 17 episodes in. Everyone finally got back with McConsell here, some ideas at least. McConsell's mentioned maybe doing some cows, so we might do some cows here. We'll have to see once here. If we do that, then I'm probably going to want to look at some placeables for doing mixed rations rather than having to run back and forth to the one that's built into the map here. For the horses, that one, we can just run back and forth. There's not enough need for mixed rations with the horses to make it worthwhile, getting a placeable of any sorts, right? But yeah, if we do horses, or if we do the cows, everyone, the cows definitely will suck down the mixed rations. So we'll have to see what we're going to do about that yet. Not sure. Again, as I mentioned earlier in the series, I didn't really plan on doing anything with cows, and that's the main reason I don't plan on doing anything with cows. Is the having to make the mixed rations, having to get a mod. Although, speaking of mods for mixed rations, I do recall the mods in 15 being a little bit more better. Really poor grammar there, don't use that. But I remember it being somewhat betterer, shall we say. I believe it was this version of the game that had the adjustable pipes and stuff on it. You could put them over the trough, and then it would just automatically fill up the feed trough. Of course, you just gotta keep the mixing station filled. That's it. Soybeans, sure. Soybeans sounds. Actually, you know what? Soybeans probably is a really bad idea. Just happen to think this, everyone. Yeah, because the price of soybeans is gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go way, way down. Okay, we'll just turn this around here, throw a hired worker on the rest of it. See how well a hired worker does. I just want to do a quick pass along that headland there, man. The hired worker. Actually, I guess the fence doesn't have a collision on it, so it doesn't really super matter. You can, yeah, I can drive through this fence. I don't think the hired worker would necessarily even care, would it? Probably not. So it might not have necessarily mattered. Although right up by the house here, there is a collision. I believe the wooden fence has a collision on it, if I remember correctly. Yes, it does. It very much does. Who ever heard of a wooden fence like that stopping a tractor dead cold? Okay, yeah, a little extra overlap there. Close enough. Throw a hired worker on it, away you go. Suppose we could throw a courseplay on it too if we wanted to. I don't know. Again, I mentioned this before here a couple episodes back. I went horseplay versus hired worker. I mean, horseplay goes up and down the field. Hired worker pretty much goes up and down the field, so there's really not a whole lot of advantage. The other thing is, only thing is, horseplay might do a little bit better job on like the, wrong. Well, actually, technically that one will work. This one will work too, but right along like the curves and stuff, horseplay might do a little better job in those parts. Hard to kind of say, right? Okay, let's see. You're off the field. We got everything off the field. I think we do, right? I think we actually do. Okay, I was gonna maybe move anything off the field, but no, I think we're good. Let's grab the quad track here. When the quad track is still attached to the planter yet. Perfect. Let's maybe top this off with some seed and fertilizer here a moment. Not sure which one it's filling up. There's that seed or fertilizer. No idea. That was probably the seed. Yeah, okay, that's oh, right, everyone. I just remember this. So, yeah, the front part is the fertilizer, the back part is the seed. So, okay, got it. I will have to say, when playing back and forth between Farming Simulator 15 and Farming Simulator 19, oh yeah, things get a little confusing. Just the different menu structures, different menu systems, yeah, slightly different keys that need to be pushed for different mods and or even different in-game functions, right? Like unloading and stuff like that. Yeah, it definitely gets a little confusing. Okay, question is, what do we want to plant? Probably not that. Corn, yeah, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. Some sorghum. I don't believe we've done sorghum yet, have we? Also, sorghum, is that supposed to be planted with a row crop? I think it's supposed to be planted with a row crop planter, isn't it? I don't know. We'll plant it with this. Pretty sure sorghum's row crop, but not sure why this planter can plant all the stuff it shouldn't. Probably typical, which I think that was fairly typical back in Farming Simulator 15, everyone. Planters that can plant stuff they shouldn't. Even in 19, you'll still see that occasionally. Usually most modders are pretty good about making sure their planters plant appropriate crops for the type of planter they're making, but Okay, GPS, of course. Stop tractor. Actually, looks like we're set up about right here. I think we're just gonna roll that line right there. Let's go with it. Turn this on. Oh, and make sure we turn on that part as well. Okay, and there we go. We are seeding. And also fertilizing at the same time. So again, kind of a nice advantage of this particular seeder setup here. Seed and fertilize. Although again, like I said, I've been looking at the dark shading on the DB90. It looked like it did too, so I'm a little confused by that. I don't think there's a map where you can actually see what is and isn't fertilized here, so yeah, oh well. Okay. Oh, and I see that we got, looks like rain in the forecast. I don't know. Does it show? Is it this menu that shows it? No, this menu that shows it. Yes, there's our forecast here for today. 14 degrees Celsius. Well, not sure what that is. That's communist units there. So, what is that in Fahrenheit? Probably somewhere in 50? 40, 50? Sounds kind of chilly if you ask me. Probably a little cold for planting, but we're planting anyway. And we'll probably end up doing a headland on the other side of the field here as well. Just get that all nice and cleaned up so we have plenty of room to turn around. I don't know if you noticed, everyone, but last time we planted field 3, I think it must have been. Was it hired worker or course play? I think it was no, maybe it was course play. I forget whichever one I had going on that field again, everyone. Apparently the hired worker and or course play, whichever one it was, does not know enough to turn on and off both pieces of this equipment and or lift them up. So it does plant, it continuously plants. So it must be the back piece that doesn't know how to use. It does turn the fertilizer on and off, I think. But does not turn off the seeding portion, nor does it lift it up. So yes, on field 3, when we were planting that field 11, it got into field 2 here a little bit. In fact, we'll probably see that once we get up to that part there. Oh, it is more fun. Okay. They're going a little quick there. Just kind of follows the red line here. That should be pretty good, I would think. Good enough to me. Yeah, I can definitely tell everyone that Giants did not probably consider these type of things, or just didn't account for it when they designed the hired workers, and or not sure if that was course play too or not, everyone. But yeah, interesting how the hired worker does not actually know how to use a piece of equipment like this. You got to make sure you turn it on as well for the hired worker. Again, otherwise the hired worker will not turn it on. Fortunately, all things that have been fixed in Farming Sim 19. Hired workers do actually know how to use seeder like this. And then, yes, as you can see, as I was mentioning, everyone, you can see where last time around we planted, I think that was a hired worker thing. I don't remember if I had course. I might have had course play on this too. Either one. I didn't quite know enough to turn off the seeding, the back portion of this seeder setup here, and just plant it into this field. So to make sure that doesn't happen, and to give myself room to turn around, because even with myself, everyone, it is hard to turn around here. We're going to just do a nice headland. That should be more enough room here, one headland, I would think, because we do have the road we can plant into. But, you know, if this was real life, everyone, you would not want to do that, because that would just keep on, probably would be hard on the drill for one thing. And then even if the planter drill was able to plant into it, you wouldn't want your crops coming up there. That definitely would not be good. Oh, come on, stop, tractor. Didn't like how that was going there. We're going to see if we can get that a little better lined up. There we go. I really need to look at one and see if I still have the John Deere GPS sound yet. For those who remember back in Farming Simulator 15, I had modified the original GPS mod, the GPS mod we're using here, to include the John Deere Starfire sound. We had a couple of John Deere. I think there's actually a couple of sound effects that went with that, if I remember correctly. I had modified it so it had all John Deere Starfire sound, which was kind of cool. Although in this case, Evan, occurs to me, we are sitting in a quad track here, so yeah, John Deere Starfire sounds, that might be a little weird. I think we just need to upgrade the tractor, right? Yeah, we need a real tractor in the front of this planter, don't we? Yes, and of course the quick speed up at the end of a headland there. I can remember that back in the day when you gotta make sure you turn your speed down, otherwise when you get to the end there, the tractor just takes off on you. You know, again, as I mentioned this several times, the acceleration in this game is, oh my. There is definitely some serious acceleration going on with the equipment here. Not used to that from what Farming Sim 19 has. We're definitely making some pretty quick progress on this field, that is for sure. Wouldn't mind getting another one of these seeders here at some point. Speaking of which, everyone, we do have the money rolling in. Oh, begs the question, what are we going to do with that money? Probably actually going to save up Field 6, everyone. I think we're going to go ahead and get that field. Oh, speaking of Field 6, everyone, again, got a hold of my console here finally. Some question about Field 13 as well, possible. We'll have to see once, everyone. Kind of on the fence about that one, but sounds like maybe if got the console on board with the challenge here finally, we might do that field. We'll see once here. You know, again, I'm not entirely sure how this challenge is going to work out at this point here. Again, considering the fact, like I said, we're already on episode 17 here, everyone, and finally heard from a console. So I know, right? Everyone talking about he must be scared out of his boots. Finally showed up here. You know, episode 17, and yep. I mean, after losing that many challenges, I guess you'd be scared too, right, everyone? Let's see. I don't remember how many challenges we've done with my console again. To be honest, not entirely sure. Some are probably around 6, I'm thinking. Don't remember exactly. Oh, the exception of maybe one challenge, we have soundly trounced them. And even the one we arguably maybe didn't, everyone, definitely some fishy business going on that one, shall we say. Very fishy. And at least in my case, I mean, I've not had a chance to watch my console's episode yet. Definitely sounds like he's probably cheating already from the sounds of it. No surprise there, right, Evan? No surprise there. And to everyone, just as a reminder, don't forget, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, that information again down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. Again, if you'd like to join us in on TeamSpeak. Download link is down below in case you don't already have the TeamSpeak app. And then don't forget, Evan, the link that is down below for the RDAllen TeamSpeak server, rdallen.verygames.net. That goes in the TeamSpeak app. You can't just click on that link. That is not the link you can click on. Well, it does. It just won't do anything, right? So again, Evan, if you want to join us in on TeamSpeak. And just add a bookmark there in TeamSpeak. That's usually what I recommend doing, everyone. Add a bookmark there to rdallen.verygames.net. And then, of course, password all lowercase RDAllen. Don't forget to, Evan, if you haven't already done so, give the video a thumbs up there. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that there as well. Catch all the latest, greatest Oklahoma series that'll be coming out here. Again, I'm not sure how many episodes we're going to do on here yet. Haven't quite figured that out yet. Again, as I said before, I'm probably going to be a little bit of a shorter series. We'll see once. All depends on what we want to do for this challenge on the console oven. Which, like I said, him showing up a little bit late definitely throws a little bit of a monkey wrench in it. But actually, when you say a little bit late, I mean, we're talking quite a bit late here. 17 episodes. Yeah, 17 episodes in. Let's see. So it looks like the planter's actually handling this hill quite well here this time around. I know last time we planted this hill, we actually had a couple of missing spots. I had to go back through the opposite direction there just to clean those up. Not seen any missing spots yet, so that is good. I will definitely take that. And field one. Wait, field one does not look like it's planted. What's going on with field one here? We quit already. Oh, okay. Guess maybe I should have checked this sooner. You would think everyone, say what? Why you quit? Stupid hired worker. Okay, courseplay it is. I don't know why the hired workers quit. And also, let's top this off on seed here as well a minute. And why is the hired, is it because of the fertilizer? Maybe it's because of the fertilizer. Not sure, everyone. Yeah, the only thing I can assume, everyone, is the fertilizer is preventing the hired worker from working, maybe? It's the only thing I can think. Which would mean, everyone, this planter is actually putting down fertilizer, which doesn't have any fertilizer on it, so I'm not sure how it could be, but... And again, I'm not really sure how you tell either, because there's like no map that shows, oh, this field is fertilized, right? Oh, that's right. We're going to use, actually, you know what? We can probably actually start, well, maybe we better back it up to this corner here. If we're going to use course play, everyone. Yeah, we start, I'm actually not sure if, I guess we'll find out what corner course play is going to consider the corner here. If it's going to be this one or that one over there. I would assume it would be this one, I would think. Okay, course play, you're up. Seeing as how hired worker doesn't seem to want to work here, we are going to go to field edge path number 1. Starting corner is going to be southeast. And we are going to be going west. Okay, let's generate that course. Hey, there we go. That looks pretty good to me. There's my point. Drive course. Again, as I was saying here, I went, ooh, wow. Good thing there's no collision on that fence. I hope there's no collisions there. That looks like an interesting course play course there, just saying. But yeah, as I was saying there, when it comes to course play here, course play does the same thing a hard work does. It does up and down the field. No headlands. This was before headlands were a thing here in first plant. Okay, back to the plant I was doing here. Let's turn this all back on. Sure, steering's still locked on here as well. Yeah, again, I have no manual ignition. The manual ignition, I believe I've been told, comes with drive control. That does not make sense. Oh, maybe it was drive control. There was also the manual ignition mod, which, you know, again, I'm in the interest of trying to keep the mod somewhat light. We're just going to probably forgo that. So let's put up with the on and off of the vehicles. The exception of maybe this one, it's not that annoying. Oh, wow, and we are burning through the seed, aren't we? Yes, we are. 54% already. Okay. Yeah, it seems like that goes through a lot of seed fertilizer, doesn't it? Given how much this holds. $525,000. Hey, what's the silo looking at here? Oh, that's right. We still need to unload the grain cart there as well. And again, like I said, we're probably going to sell. Actually, while we're over here, how are the horses looking? 28 horses. Wow. Okay, we almost got a full load of horses, I do believe. Was it 30 or something like that that the trailer holds? So maybe next episode of it, we'll probably plan on selling some horses. Looks like we should also probably top them off as well. 716 on the straw. They're probably getting a little low. And again, there's probably no reason to buy more horses at this point, everyone. You're just going to end up feeding more of them than what you actually have. At least if I'm understanding how this looks like it works, everyone. It only converts so many horses per hour, and actually it's probably not even per hour. It's more like maybe one every 2 hours, I'm guessing, everyone, maybe something like that. Maybe 1.5 hours, somewhere in there. So like every 1.5, 2 hours, you get another horse. It doesn't seem like it matters how many horses you have in there. So, in our interest feed-wise, we're probably better off just buying like a couple of horses, literally, every now and then, and just wait for them to convert over, so to speak. I don't know, kind of a weird system if you ask me how that works, but looks like that's how that works. And yes, beef, you're out of feed, so I wasn't planning on doing any cows there. 56 hours on this map so far, eh? Wow, that's actually not as many as I thought there would be, given the progress we made so far. And those hours probably aren't necessarily super accurate there either, given the fact that there's been times where I have left the game sit many a times here. You know, go to dinner or something like that. Leave course play. And again, this is what I really liking about this here so far. When you can leave course play and it actually will usually be working when you come back. That is definitely not something you can do with Farming Sim in 19. You leave course play more than 5 minutes, everyone, and oh my goodness, you'll have a nightmare when you get back. Here, yeah, course play's usually actually working yet. In fact, again, with fields 2 and 3, everyone, course play, I believe, finished the entirety of both of these fields by itself. I don't believe I had to do anything that I recall of it other than empty out the last little bit there at the end. That's something to change the course play in 19 as well. Course play will now actually unload combine once it's finished on the field. So kind of the last thing it does is it unloads whatever combine is finished. Okay, I'm looking at the time. Looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.